Welcome to the Do It All Dad Year podcast, dad friendly entertainment for you and me. What Gen X parents understand, controlling our kids' economy can make our kids great again. And this is episode 166. Can't get enough of social distancing, premature birthday special. Can I get a holla for a long awaited special? The best is yet to come. You will be rewarded for your undying patience and extreme affection for Michael Kornbluth forevermore. Holla! No more Indian woman on the cover of Land O'Lakes. How much can you scalp a Land O'Lakes carton of butter in my parents' fridge from '86? I have a bookie friend who used to sell peyote to Craig Carden who'd like to know. Just when I think my wife is beyond annoying lately, my younger brother's wife got her beat. Her take on G.I. Joe action figures, they're so nationalistic. My parents were pacifists, so they don't consider Antifa, Punisher wannabes as forces of good. Religious fanatics on the right and atheist coastal elitists all suck and ruin dinner parties for everybody. But nobody highlights this undeniable positive result of social distancing. New Chelsea Handler, tit pics don't count. I'm regretting hiring my younger brother's wife to teach my kids since the coronavirus hit. I don't care if I just finished my great American Jew novel already. I have to endure. So what else are you doing for your birthday besides getting your kids gifts? This is my younger brother's tutor wife driving me crazy again. Bush is the reason why you never hear about trade schools in high school. Yeah, I don't recall Obama sucking off Joe the plumber either. It's only been 1 month for those working from home, yet parents who normally work in an office away from their kids all day couldn't be more restless. Are your kids that much more horrible than you are? Is that Trump's fault too? My son's kindergarten video teacher conference taking an ugly, dark turn. Do you have anything to share, Arthur? My dad hates Disney because they own ABC and did everything in their power to discredit Pizzagate. You should have backed off, bitch. R.I.P. Howard Finkel. He was a permanent fixture of my youth and heir apparent to Mean Gene, minus the whiskey marinated voice. What a storied, action-packed career. Who had been everywhere, man. Sleep tight maestro of the play-by-play mic. I'm going to take a drink in your honor. Delicious. American Pale Ale. Give a birthday card or shut the fuck up. So you're just getting your kids a bunch of gifts for your birthday? I gave myself the month of April to write the great American Jew novel to shame my Gentile in-laws for force-feeding Eucharist on my kids, which is big. Can I get a holla for another homage in honor of the great American Jew novel, which I had announced on this podcast 1 month ago that would be complete, and now it is. And now we're going to start recording audio chapters after this podcast, and you can thank me later a long time. Holla! Batshit Nancy. My mom insists she'll be coming back to New York to see her 3 grandchildren back east in June. Hold on, Mom. Are you telling me Dad is annoying you at home that much? To just throw caution to the wind and say, fuck it, Trump's going to win anyway. Can I get another holla for me never losing my flair for A-plus punchline gems forevermore? Holla! Trump took insufficient action, dent your breath, Pelosi, when he issued a travel ban on China. You were too busy stocking up on Chunky Monkey. You China slobbering whore. James Corden has more self-respect in the mirror than you batshit crazy bitch. Where were these genius scientists calling fake news bullshit on China for claiming the coronavirus wasn't contagious through human transmission? Let me guess. Sucking up the fart fumes of Obama's legacy when they weren't sucking off their other atheist hero, Stephen Hawking. What corona warnings did Trump ignore again? Wasn't it Burbrain de Blasio, while fumbling with his chopsticks in Chinatown, who told New Yorkers to get a grip? Even a showy putz like Ed Koch could hold on to chopsticks for the cameras. I learned from my wife, who works as a nurse at a nearby hospital in northern Westchester. I learned from her about how Bill and Hillary were dropping off pizzas at our hospital during the coronavirus outbreak, around midway. And after my wife told this to me, I'm thinking, no sushi? Hammer time cankles? With your pay-to-play charity foundation kaput, it's hard to play the elitist Robin Hood of Westchester County, huh? Everything with the Democrats today is life and death. Under Obama's so-called leadership, ISIS ran wild and a nuke gifted Iran $150 billion on his way out the door. But Biden, being chummy with Corona China, should put American security concerns at ease. Siding with China is siding with the Nazis. Bloomberg, CNN, and every piece of shit U.S. senator who blames the 10,000 deaths of my fellow New Yorkers so far on Trump's racist travel bans, shipped hospital beds, and push for financial relief checks, you feckless, spoiled, ungrateful cunts. Blaming Trump for the coronavirus outbreak is like blaming Warren Beatty for giving AIDS to the monkeys. Fuck anyone who's collecting a paycheck from home, reduced or not, getting to spend quality bonding time with their kids, who still bitch about civic duty to their so-called friends, who must hustle outside the home to pay their rent, you ungrateful cunt press. Curb your enthusiasm, Joe. Larry David tells the New York Times Trump doesn't have one redeeming quality, adding, at least Stalin had one. Like what, Larry? Bernie Sanders' porno rag wing at Queens College? Obama only endorsed Biden after every other Trump resistor did because he's used to leading from behind. Too bad Team Trump is no JV squad. Care to comment on Joe's dementia, Big O? Admit Michelle getting her flap on Ellen Commando style was no cover-up. Joan lives. That's for you, babe. Obama is endorsing Biden is like Magic Johnson endorsing Larry the Legend as the next best thing. Too bad Obama blew his fairy dust load on making the Jussie Smollett race bidding hoax go poof. Thanks, Obama, for endorsing Biden. Your eye for men of integrity has no equal. Explaining why you let your daughter intern for Miramax thinking Michelle was her chaperone and that fat Jew couldn't pin her down if he tried. Joe gets stuff done. Joe is the right person to guide us through these dark times. How much hashish is Ben Rhodes smoking? Based on the looks of Obama and his campaign video endorsement, you'd think he burned through all of Martha's Vineyard already. Biden says he wouldn't want anyone else by his side than Big O. Really? Not Michelle on the red carpet for the Netflix doc in her honor? What's talent got to do with it? Even if she promised to poke him from behind, if he stroked her leg hair again, ever so gently. Joe is a leader who's wise and knowledgeable, Big O, but not wise enough to tell his son Hunter Biden to cut out knocking up strippers, smoking crack, and banging his dead brother's widow on a slow day, making my younger brother look like a real slacker in comparison. Imagine Joe and Jill Biden snuggle up next to the roaring fire the night after Obama gave his endorsement eventually. Joe says to Jill, Big O better recognize the new sheriff in town. Always told you I was bigger than Boogie Border, babe. Why do Christians have to wish everyone a happy Easter? Isn't Easter supposed to celebrate your confirmed entry into heaven eventually? All you have to do is ask Jesus to forgive you for being a selfish, degenerate scumbag. Isn't this enough to make you happy? It sucks not being able to attend church for Easter, but stop acting like you were denied the opportunity to devour pulled pork sandwiches after Lent, or give the impression your priest is any more riveting than hold up celeb meltdowns on Instagram. Virtual Seder from hell. Memo to Breitbart News. Any reader who got their panties in a bunch over the less than 2 seconds, non-steamy, female on female kiss among the two reunited school librarian-looking rebels on Planet Endor in The Rise of Skywalker is a joyless douche incarnate. Trump's the Antichrist? But in the Bible part 2, Jesus returns to defeat him. So have some faith in the Jesus comeback story. Won't you, people? Anyone read any thought leadership post on LinkedIn during Easter weekend about the low probability of Jews killing Jesus, knowing most Jews avoid toolboxes full of hammers and nails like they do Trump rallies on Fox News? But seriously, have any thought leaders on LinkedIn during Easter weekend, did any of them post any theories on the low probability of Jews killing Jesus because Roman rulers catered less to heckling mobs than Chinese hate speech ambassadors for the NBA? Anyone watch the virtual Passover Seder hosted by Jason Alexander? Did he play the Jewish slave afflicted from being typecast as the bumbling putz on Seinfeld until they became liberated as the chosen celeb has-been resistor for hire? It's hard to feel sweet, fluffy, and heavenly on Easter Sunday after learning how your mother-in-law force-fed your son Eucharist in an attempt to win heaven-granting props because he was never baptized. My wife insists if my 3-year-old son doesn't start brushing his teeth now, he'll grow to get dentures. Can't he just get his teeth airbrushed like Courtney Love did before she became a junkie in the case against Larry Flint? I don't get it. You have to question Prince Harry's parenting instincts for naming his son Archie. Was Jughead not transfluid enough? Also, raising your son in Bel Air as the new Fresh Prince is too much on the nose, as they say in the biz. A positive from the coronavirus is the comic relief offered on LinkedIn from anyone who works in advertising, insisting they're still working and hiring so-called talent to prop up Colin Kaepernick's net worth or NBA social justice activism. My younger brother really is brain dead. He says, why would you give your daughter an HPV vaccination shot? I say, because it makes her immune from dying of cervical cancer if left untreated. For starters, which they don't teach you in Hebrew school, reformed or not. Non-essential late-night bombers. Seth Meyers doesn't want CNN to broadcast Trump's coronavirus briefings. What would Seth Meyers prefer? Nancy Denture Breath Pelosi playing with her teeth, fidgeting like a booze hound deplorable, whacked out on diet pills like she did during the State of the Union again? Trump's coronavirus briefings are the mere projections of a rambling psychopath. What does Stephen Colbert's ardent defense of John Podesta's pedo installation art, perverse enough to make Marilyn Manson blush, have to do with it? How are Trump's coronavirus briefings propaganda sessions? All he's doing is pointing out how much the media sucks for giving China more leeway than Biden's 4-decade streak of little girl fondling and hair sniffing for chocolate little bunnies. Is Obama going to be giving his virtual college commencement speech to the college class of 2020? Would this make Michelle proud of her technology literate husband, whose powers of engagement on Facebook are inferior to Diamond and Silk these days? Trump is using his coronavirus briefings to only attack his critics? Wrong. That's just the media's big takeaway, because for 3 years, they're precious, constantly impaled, zero respect to egos, feel less essential for the common good than ever before. You're better off not watching Trump's coronavirus briefings than stop obsessing about the big blonde wolf blowing your precious moral high ground to shreds to justify your pathetic, parasitical, clickbait, commie red, sucking off existence. Trump's coronavirus briefings are only used to attack his critics. Unless you're going to die alone in a hospital bed or have to wait for a proper burial for your Uncle Saul until morgues have enough room again, shut the fuck up, you useless, bickering cunts. So if I don't think Trump is an off-the-rails, bullying psychopath, then I'm not into my mother as much as Seth Meyers. I'm taking a sip, folks. I need a breath break. Our State of the Union, more than ever before, is like Stephen Colbert's handle on funny these days, shaky. It's too bad Bill O'Reilly is no longer important enough to impersonate. At least Bill O'Reilly gave Colbert gravitas. Everything is made in China, ventilators, the coronavirus, Hunter Biden's cocaine slush fund, but Trump should be impeached for questioning the source of these sketchy ties. Hunter thought he was getting paid to sell a new Borscht sports energy drink. Enough with Trump's name on the checks. His name has been all over fucking New York City forever. pre-smartphones, 9/11, and magic making HIV disappear. Stop acting like this is a radical new departure from the past already. Trump should put his name on all the body bags, Leslie Jones? Yeah. First, you're so not Wanda Sykes, so stop straining. Second, Obama let Chinese-made fentanyl kill more crackers than Taylor Swift, kicking it with Lena Dunham on Instagram. You better recognize any hack celeb or politician who blames dead fathers, brothers, sisters, and daughters on the big bad blonde wolf versus blaming the Chinese who misled the world about the coronavirus are batshit crazy pieces of shit. Their careers belong in body bags. This is the Do It All Dad Year podcast, dad-friendly entertainment for you and me. Controlling our kids' economy can make our kids great again. Shabbat shalom, and I'll talk to you guys soon.